Heavy is the head that has to manage all of this.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel.
We're now incentivized to buy what we already buy.
Fumbling through college had me building.
I also got some done on the other side.
And that was right around, I would say, May, maybe, right before renewing the lease for this property.
Welcome to the channel, Martha.
Thank you for having me here.
Oh, I was going to say, I am getting up there and age, I'll tell you what.
Bills paid by other people, life was never this good. I had to step back.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So I'm outside today in my backyard. I know that the lighting might be a little off, and it's because I'm staying in the shade a little bit. I kind of just want to be outside, so I do apologize if the lighting is affecting the visuals of this video. But today, we're talking about black scams within the community, especially that evolve around investing and financial literacy and financial freedom. There's a couple of things that even impact me personally. So when I invest, I don't necessarily tell people what to invest in, right? Like in stocks, I always tell you invest in what you like, what you use, things that you know, and things that are generating over 13% year over year, and over a 5-year period has shown a crazy amount of exponential growth, right? So if the 5-year and the 10-year are not showing growth, if the 1 year is not over 13%, in fact, sometimes I like the 1 year to be down because it shows that there's a lot of room for growth, especially if the 5-year is like 100% returns or 200% returns and over a 10-year period of time. I love when the 1 year is down because it lets me know now is a good time to put my money in and invest, especially if I know why it was down because I did my research. I invest in what I know, again, use, love, and understand over a 5-10 year period of time, and I see where the future of this company is headed to. This does take a lot of research. So most of the things that I just listed takes about 10 minutes to uncover. What is the 5-year? What's the 10-year? What's the 1 year? What is the company, right? All these things you probably already know just by a quick Google search. You can Google T-Mobile and find that in like 3 seconds with their ticker symbol. Then the next thing is understanding where are they headed. This is when you start to know the company. Do you use the company? Do you use T-Mobile as your carrier? Yes, okay, cool. Then where are they expected to go over the next 5 to 10 years? Are they trying to have a bigger and global reach? Are they headed to areas that lack a lot of internet access and don't have too much internet? You know, all this stuff is important because they talk about 5G. I now work at a place where the connection sucks, to be honest. And when I'm trying to use Google Maps to get myself home, it's difficult. So those are the type of things that you kind of bring up and you kind of understand and you try to see, okay, is this money being put to good use in order to elevate this company, or are they just trying to maintain? Because if they're only trying to maintain and they're really not trying to expand and grow, they will eventually be obsolete. And that would be a reason for me to not invest in a said company. Now, I'm not saying don't invest in T-Mobile. That's just an example out of thin air that I just decided to use. So when we're talking about black scams within the community, a lot of it revolves around real estate, unfortunately. And, you know, as a real estate investor myself, that is something that I don't do for other people, right? I do not do partnerships on deals. I do not take loans from personal people to get deals done. I just don't do it. I use my own money every single time. I use the bank's money every single time. The bank trusts me. The bank knows my credit score. The bank knows my lending history. The bank knows everything they need to know about me, and they will ask me for information. Imagine giving all your information that you gave to a bank to someone else to secure a $20, $50, or $100,000 loan. You would probably feel some type of way because you actually know this person as an individual, and instead of it just being a business transaction, now it's more of a personal matter. Like, why are you asking me for my credit score? Why are you asking me for my current salary? Why are you asking me for my debt to income ratio? Right? These are the things that they should know anyway to say, okay, this person will be able to pay me back in a timely manner and will be able to do it right by me. And then sometimes people just can't pay because, again, those metrics are not in order for them to be able to sustain such a endeavor, to sustain such debt. And so even if you don't mean to not pay, you kind of limit yourself now in a way because you were just not qualified to do this service, right? Everybody can talk a good game. Everybody can say, hey, I'm qualified to do this, this, and that. But that piece of paper will tell me everything I need to know. And, a lot of people aren't willing to mix that business and personal life all the way when asking for specific things. So we've seen DJ Envy get mixed up in some stuff where a ex-felon who was incarcerated for fraud is now defrauding people, telling them that they're working on homes that they weren't working on, and essentially taking their money and spending it willy-nilly. At the end of the day, these people trusted them because they were on a platform that was highly touted to be respectable, to be knowledgeable, to provide the best and greatest information, and you wouldn't expect someone to be stealing or someone to defraud people that came from a reputable source, right? If Donald Trump endorses me or Joe Biden endorses me today, guess what? People are going to say this person is trustworthy. This person I will trust with my life and everything that I have and everything that I've earned. And so to betray that is absolutely insane, right? They expect you as the figurehead to have done your research, to have truly studied this person, to have truly understood who you're endorsing before you let them up on that platform, before you let them up on that stage. Because that person is a reflection of you. That person is a reflection of your credibility. And people will take that as you are saying it yourself. And so a lot of people invested. This person wasn't even black. This person was Hispanic. And they invested with this guy and they lost all their money. He stole all of their money. But just in that instance, you also have black influencers who do the same exact thing. Right? You have white influencers who do the same exact thing. But I just want to preface that black especially because, those people are going to be less educated on the investment, less educated on certain deals, less educated on reading the contracts that they're signing. And then when stuff hits the fan and a massive lawsuit is underway, then it's already too late. The money has been tied up. The money has been hidden. The money is gone. Everything has been spent on cars, trips, vacations, and paying off a home that the person actually resides in. 20, 30, 40, 50, 60,000, 100,000, $200,000 from one person to another, wire transfer after wire transfer for houses that don't even exist in their name. It is absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. And I talked about someone that I was assisting earlier. I stopped assisting recently because, let's be real, no benefit to me. If you want good information, come and watch my YouTube channel and get all the information you need. So I was helping this individual who was getting scammed left and right in my state. Every time that they needed something done, every time they needed something done with the property, they would outsource it instead of just hiring a property manager to do it for them. In fact, could have hired me to do it for you, even though I didn't offer, right? Like, you're asking me all this advice. I live in the city. I live in the state. I could have easily handled all that you were asking for and ensured that the work actually got done. But this individual continued to get duped, continued to lose money left and right. I don't even believe they're making money on the rental property at all at this point. It's an absolute shame. Absolute shame. And it just seems like they do things first, and then they ask questions later, right? They do things first, lose the money, and then they ask me what my opinion is afterwards, and then they're like, oh yeah, that's exactly what happened to me. I should have done it that way. It's like, why are you looking for the confirmation on what you should have done after you've already made the mistake? And then you're telling me you made the mistake after I give you the right way of doing things. It's like me telling you 2 + 2 is 4 after you already wrote 2 + 2 is 3. And then you're like, oh yeah, you're right. 2 + 2 is 4. I should have done it that way. I should have marked that right on the test.